What up, Bugles? I want to welcome you to this video and to our comicsbugle channel, your go-to spot for everything omnibus and oversize. I really hope you remember your thriller dance move because it's zombie time. Yes, today we are taking a closer look to the DCeased Omnibus. Cover price is 125 USD and the book has 1040 pages. This blood and rot-soaked monster of book contains everything DCeased. And when I say everything, I really mean everything. From the original miniseries that started it all to the grand finale, War of the Undead Gods, plus all the other series in between. You can see the full list of content on your screen right now. The front cover perfectly captures the grim and hopeless tone of Tom Taylor's saga, featuring the infected DC Trinity, Batman, Superman, and of course Wonder Woman. One glance at this artwork tells you exactly what kind of ride you are in for. The back cover illustration shows Batman and Superman standing against the horde of infected enemies. To the right, under the line, "The beginning of the end," you will find a summary of the story and a list of the contents included in the omnibus. DC Comics gives us another stunning spine, this time with a large image of a zombified Batman at the top, the title in the center, and the DC logo at the bottom. Under the dust jacket, we get boards with different front and back artwork. The front shows us an expanded version of the dust jacket's back art, Batman and Superman versus zombies. On the back, we see a big group of DC villains fighting for survival. The spine separating the two sides mirrors the dust jacket's design, but this time we are greeted by terrifying zombie Joker instead of Batman. Opening the omnibus, we are met with a bloody title page, followed by a credits spread listing all the incredible talents who work on the DCeased universe. Then comes the table of contents, complete with page numbers for each chapter, as is standard with DC collections. And finally, Tom Taylor himself welcomes us with an introduction before we dive headfirst into the stories. Okay, let's address the question I hear most often when talking about DCeased. Which is better, Marvel Zombies or DCeased? For me, it's DCeased, hands down. Marvel Zombies has a few solid stories, Deadpool marked with a mouth for example, but overall I find it inconsistent and disjointed. In contrast, DCeased delivers a cohesive, well-structured narrative with each part maintaining a high level of quality. Few stories manage to balance the terror of a zombie survival horror with the grandeur of superhero mythology the way DCeased does. It's no wonder Tom Taylor is one of my absolute favorite comic book writers. Like I always say, I never read anything from him that wasn't at least good. Tom Taylor expertly waves modern technological anxieties, particularly our dependence on smartphones and social media, into the initial DCeased mini. The virus spreads via screens, infecting anyone who looks at their device, instantly transforming them into mindless, rabid monsters. It's a terrifyingly clever idea that grounds the horror in our current digital age. Taylor doesn't just rely on the gore and destruction, he injects the book with a ton of emotional depth, especially through characters like Superman, Batman, and Damian Wayne. Watching heroes we know and love fall victim to the virus or struggle to survive and protect others adds real emotional stakes. You can be sure about one thing when we talk about DCeased: no one is safe. What makes this omnibus particularly remarkable is not just the story it tells, but how well it's mapped and structured. For example, A Good Day to Die one-shot is placed right between issues 4 and 5 of the original mini, exactly where it belongs thematically and narratively. This one-shot gives supporting characters like Mr. Miracle and Big Barda their moment to shine. is a crucial interlude that expands the scope of the apocalypse while linking back into the main story seamlessly. The omnibus structure ensured that this issue is placed at a perfect narrative breakpoint, deepening our understanding of events from multiple perspectives. Taylor has mentioned in interviews how personal some of the themes are to him: family, sacrifice, and legacy. He originally pitched DCeased as a standalone Elseworld story, not expecting the Animals fans' response that would lead to the several sequels. Fans have even speculated that Taylor's affinity for stories of loss and resilience stem from his own personal experiences, though he keeps most details private. He is also known for sneaking heartful moments into the bloodiest of pages. I don't want to spoil you anything, so I will not say anything specific, but be sure the zombie stories can make you shed some tears. Unkillables, which is second miniseries in DC's saga, shift focus to the villains and the anti-heroes who are left behind. Jason Todd, Deathstroke, and even Bane are given depth and emotional arcs as they try to survive and protect a group of orphaned children. It's one of the most surprising and heart-wrenching parts of the saga, and Taylor deserves credit for writing villains with such humanity. There's real redemption and vulnerability here, showing us that even the darkest characters can find something worth fighting for. Hope at the World's End, originally released digitally, is an anthology-style bridge between DCeased and Dead Planet. These 15 chapters provide extra context and smaller-scale stories from across the Ravage art. Whether it's Jimmy Olsen capturing the horror on camera, or heroes mounting desperate rescue missions, this portion of the omnibus enhances the lore and emotional impact significantly. Dead Planet jumps ahead several years, showcasing a new generation of heroes trying to reclaim Earth and cure the anti-life virus. This generational handoff is a spiritual continuation of Taylor's earlier work on Earth 2, where a similar idea of rebuilding a fallen world and escaping a dying planet was explored. It shows Taylor's strength at long-form storytelling and world-building, and how he plants seeds early on that blossom later in profound ways. War of the Undead Gods expands the scope into the cosmic. The infection spreads to planets like New Genesis, and we witness galactic-scale battles that blend superhero action with horror elements. This mini serves as climatic finale of the saga, with stunning visuals, apocalyptic stakes, and a satisfying emotional resolution. The DCeased Omnibus is ultimately a testament to Tom Taylor's storytelling prose. It balances horror with hope, action with emotion, and large-scale conflict with intimate character work. While not every moment is flawless, for example, pacing of Hope at World's End might be uneven, and the cosmic scope of War of the Undead Gods might feel overwhelming, the overall arc is coherent, impactful, and well executed. Throughout the omnibus, Trevor Harsine, Carl Mostert, and other talented artists bring Taylor's scripts to life with visceral detail and dynamic action sequences. The artwork evolves with the tone of the story, becoming more polished and epic in scales as the stakes increase. The artwork balances horror and heroism, capturing both the grotesque visuals of the anti-life virus and the emotional weight carried by beloved characters. Character expressions are especially powerful, often conveying fear, rage, or sorrow without needing a single word of dialogue. From explosive action sequences to haunting moments of stillness, the visual storytelling in this omnibus is as impactful as Tom Taylor's writing. Now for the extras. This omnibus gave us more than 150 pages of bonus content. An absolute feast. That said, most of it consists of variant covers. Not just for the issues included in Omnibus, but even for completely unrelated series. That's because DC decided to release DC's themed variant covers across all its titles for one entire month. Aside from the covers, you will also find a portion of the script, character sketches, page layouts, panel designs, and loads of character concept art. And that's all. DCeased Omnibus is a must-have for every fan of superhero epics, emotional resonance, and bold storytelling. Oh yes, this is one of the best modern DC saga, and Tom Taylor and his team created something truly special, and this omnibus is the ultimate way to experience it. If DCeased Omnibus catch your attention, you can order your own copy in our eShop, comicsbugle.com. Your friendly neighborhood comic book shop in Europe. Accept of great catalog of collected, deluxe and absolute editions, epic collections and omnibuses. We guarantee you eco-friendly Hulkproof packaging, free shipping in whole EU, an option to pre-order your comic book now and pay for it later. You can also split full price to 4 separate payments because we know how expensive these books can be. So check it out, comicsbugle.com. You can find direct links below this video. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button so you don't miss out any further videos. In our comment section, let us know what other books or topics would you like to see in our videos. And see ya, Bugles!